News time. News time, baby. News time.
It's news time. And here we go with the news. Part two. All right. This one is gonna be titled the same song. We have a black man in Michigan is suing a brewing company he worked for, claiming he was called the N-word by coworkers, denied a promotion because of his race, and ultimately fired when he told a manager he was going to human resources. Tracy Evans of Wayne County filed a lawsuit in August 2018 in the Eastern District of Michigan, alleging that he was subjected to a racist work environment during the 4 years he was employed by Founders Brewing Company. Founders Brewing Company, in a statement, denied race played any role in Evans' his termination, but did not address the other allegations of racism in the workplace. In a deposition regarding Evans' claims, Founders General Manager Dominic Ryan said he could not definitely say whether the employee is black. I don't know Tracy's lineage, so I can't speculate on whether if he's from Africa or not. Dominic Ryan, who was white, said when an interviewer asked him about Evans' race. When the interviewer continued to question Ryan and asked the manager if he knew whether Michael Jordan and former President Barack Obama is black, and he responded that he never met them. Yeah, he was one of those sarcastic bastards. According to the amended complaint in 2018, Evans was hired at the Grand Rapids location in 2014 as a packaging machine operator. He later transferred to the Detroit location, where he was fired in June of 2018. Evans alleged that at both locations he was either called the N-word by a coworker or a colleague used racial slur around him. When he reported both incidences to Human Resources, his complaints fell on deaf ears, and the employees were allowed to continue working for Founders, the lawsuit stated. At the Grand Rapids location, Evans' colleagues labeled an upstairs printer the white guy printer and the one downstairs the black guy printer. While Evans applied for a promotion in 2015, 2 open positions were given to his white co-workers, even though Evans had trained both of them and they had been employed with Founders for a shorter period of time. In 2018, Evans met with a supervisor and informed him of his plans to meet with Human Resources about the work environment and how he was treated. Days later, Evans was fired from the brewery. So it further his lawsuit further alleges that he was subjected to disparate scrutiny and disciplinary practices when compared to his Caucasian counterparts. Founders Brewery, in the statement posted on his website, said they plan to file a motion to dismiss the case. So they're going to try to fight the case, and so hopefully he'll get a victory in this. Okay, so this is a story that just recently happened. TMZ fired what's his name, Van Lathan. They fired Van Lathan when he got into a conflict. I don't watch TMZ's, but a long-time TMZ journalist and personality Van Lathan was fired from the outlet after getting into a heated argument with his co-worker Michael Babcock. Page 6 reports the verbal altercation happened about a week and a half ago when the two appeared on TMZ Live together and had some form of disagreement and revolved around politics. The footage of the two arguing wasn't published, but sources say the topic has become an issue between them. Sources say Lathan confronted Babcock in the newsroom after the segment ended and allegedly told him there would be trouble if he ever embarrassed him like that again. People close to the incident say Lathan met with TMZ's legal team and he was suspended. Then a few days later, he was let go. Page 6 reports one insider explained TMZ's heads often use the site's high-pressure work environment to stir up employees and to pit them against one another in order to get high ratings. Van's not not mean-spirited. Anything that happened is a product of that environment, said an insider. Sources went on to defend Lathan, saying that he has been a huge part of TMZ's success over the past few years, and they were shocked to see he was fired over the incident. Lathan, Babcock, nor TMZ have commented, but Lathan tweeted in response to the news making headlines saying, "I'm okay, promise you guys, seriously." Lathan wrote about the argument, and as of today, I discovered another article that stated that he actually got into a physical altercation with Babcock, and it stated that Lathan had choked. This alleged that Lathan had choked Babcock, grabbed him by the throat and choked him. So we'll see what's going to happen with that. Yep. Now here we go, and this is something, you know, people be, you know, trying to hold people to and say that they're, you know, one thing and this and that and that and that, and you putting people up on these fake pedestals. All right, here we go. A former Catholic priest who pleaded guilty to defrauding refugees and their families of nearly $1 million has been sentenced to 2 years in jail. While serving as priest at St. Joseph's Catholic Church in London and St. O'Hara Catholic Church in Ontario, Canada, Father Saka allegedly gambled away $936,497 that was intended to support Iraqi and Syrian refugees coming to Canada. The money came from parishioners as part of a sponsorship agreement so the church could sponsor family members of parishioners who wanted to enter the country. The fraud was committed between 2013 and 2016. During that time, the sponsorship applications for which funds had been given in trust were lost or not completed. 33 families comprised of 33 families comprised of 105 family members. 33 families comprised of 105 family members were victims of Saka's actions. In a letter written to the court, Saka talked about the remorse for his actions and feared he might never practice as a priest again. The judge initially proposed 45 years to pay restitution to the families, given Saka's uncertain job prospects and previously salary of only $20,000 a year as a priest. That recommendation was disputed and determined a resolution that was lowered to 15 years. So he got 15 years to pay these people back all the money he stole, which is close to $1 million. And I highly doubt that he's going to be able to get it. You know, he's going to be able to get that money to pay back those people that he just stole that money from. You know, so it's one of those situations, boy. Got a priest over there and stole almost $1 million because he taking the money and going to the casino gambling with the church money. So, you know, people, you know, like I said, these people are human beings, and you can't put them in that position or put them up on that pedestal so far to where you think they're not human. Yeah, they're human. So here we go. Got a story about Kales again. Yep, another story about Kales. R. Kelly cannot catch a break as the singer and songwriter has been entangled in multiple legal affairs with no apparent way out. He is currently dealing with lawsuits related to sexual misconduct as well as several other charges, and it looks like he's now going to have to handle yet another case, this time filed by a sheriff's deputy. According to Kenny Bryan, a former Hinds County, Mississippi sheriff deputy, Kelly was responsible for ending his marriage by having an affair with his ex-wife, Asia Childers. The blast revealed that in 2012, the deputy married Childers, but the twist, she had a romance with Kelly years prior. Bryan said in late 2012, Childers and Kelly started a 5-year-long relationship after she attended one of his concerts. Bryan claimed his cheating wife made him move to Georgia to continue to see Kelly secretly. The suit also alleges that R&B legend has been trying to evade his responsibility in the case and has attempted to sweep the whole situation under the rug. And while many have questioned the claims of the deputy, others have pointed out that some states do indeed recognize the guilt of parties responsible for breaking up a marriage. It remains to be seen if the deputy has any proof of what went down, though things might get especially complicated because Kelly is currently behind bars and facing multiple other charges. It actually would not be the first time the Chicago crooner was served with papers while inside the jail, although he complained quite vocally the previous time this happened. Kelly's attorney also has been critical of the way the legal system has been treating his client, implying that the courts are purposely going against him and trying to make his situation more complicated than it needs to be in reality, given the circumstances. So you can't whitewash this, this whole situation. And Kelly, he might as well kiss the baby because he's going away. One person had this reaction: any move he makes in any other case will be used as evidence in the federal case. At this point, any notion of settlement in any case other than federal will be used as evidence in the federal. That explains that the no-shows. In fact, the only thing on his side is the fact that he doesn't know there are no more moves he can make to all the victims. So this and the question is, can R. Kelly rebound after this? So I highly doubt it. I doubt it. His career is over. It's like if he gets anything less, what he's talking about with all these different cases that he's fighting right now, if he gets anything less than like 50 years, I'll be surprised. So, keep your eyes posted on that. Kels in trouble again, boy.
News time.
News time, baby.
News time, baby.
News time.
It's news time.
That's right.
It's news time, baby.
If you can't get nothing else, get some peace.